What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley, and it has been an absolutely insane week when it comes to the drone industry. So in this video, we're going to break down for you what is happening in the industry, what companies I am holding, and we're going to compare the stocks that you may want to keep an eye on moving forward. Here is everything you need to know. Let's go. Okay, so let's get right into the meat and potatoes. I am currently holding 3 different positions, starting with Drone Delivery Canada, AgEagle Aerial Systems, and Draganfly Incorporated. Here are the ticker symbols on the right, and this is what my swing trading portfolio looks like. As you can see right now, we are up 35% on UAVs, we're up 38% on Flight or Drone Delivery Canada, and we're up 53% on Draganfly. I am down 16%. I bought warrants in Drone Delivery Canada. I'm doing okay on those. I'm not too worried about them right now. They make up a very small, actually the smallest percentage of my portfolio, and they're probably the riskiest holding at the moment. So doing pretty good on the drone industry so far. I'm really happy with these results. All of my holdings are above 35%, which is absolutely exceptional. Now, other companies that you may want to keep an eye on other than just those 3 are companies like EHang, they're based out of Asia, AeroVironment, Parrot, and then the last 2 here are Kratos and Delta Drone. Now, Kratos is a defense contractor and Delta Drone is based out of France, so you may not actually be able to buy that stock. However, the rest of these you should be able to buy pretty relatively easy. Now, here is the industry at a glance. So what I did here was I just took all of the different companies, and I'm not doing an in-depth analysis here. All I'm doing is looking at the ticker, the current price, the market cap, the revenue from the last quarter, and their current assets. So this is not an in-depth analysis, but it is just a good little comparison to see who are the big companies. And obviously the 2 major players here are Kratos and AeroVironment, and that is because they are military companies basically doing military drones. So they don't completely compete with the rest of the companies in here. The other company that's a little bit different is Parrot. Now, these guys are actually a consumer drone company, so they're not really focused on utility or transport or anything like that. But these other 4 companies here, these are the 4 companies that I'm really excited about. I currently hold positions in the first 3. So Drone Delivery Canada is focused on transportation. AgEagle is more of a utility company focused on what they can do with drones. And Draganfly is a little bit of a mix of both. They have been hired and they're working on a deal to actually transport some of the vaccines. So all 3 of these companies are sort of blending the boundaries of what they do, but I'm really excited about all 3 of these, whereas EHang is actually working on basically a person transporter, so an autonomous vertical takeoff and landing drone that is designed to move humans. So that is the goal here. So as you can see, it is a very diverse ecosystem in the industry when it comes to public companies. I wouldn't say that any of these companies directly compete with each other. However, they are in the drone space and will eventually kind of overlap. So really exciting. Kratos and AeroVironment are the 2 big companies. DDC, AgEagle, and Draganfly are the ones I'm most excited about. Now, Draganfly and AgEagle both have pretty impressive revenue with 1.45 million and 750K. DDC, I'm really excited to see their next set of financials. I'm not too worried about this right now because I actually like their business model a little bit better than the other 2 companies. However, they are basically trying to get it to commercialization stage and actually start bringing in revenue. So a very different business model than the other 2 here and the rest of the industry. Now, let's just talk about the industry real quick. There's 3 main reasons that I like the industry. Number 1 is that drones cost very little to operate. Once you have bought the drone and you have a route established, and if that drone has the technology to fly on its own, it costs very little to transport that drone and its cargo from one location to the other location. All it costs is a little bit of electrical energy, and if you're anywhere near renewable power, that's really easy to find. And the other thing that I really like about it is once we can evolve the technology, and obviously we're not there, but once we can get to the point where drones start to compete with airplanes, probably in a slightly different model, but the advantage is that you don't need a runway, you don't need 2 different pilots, and you don't need all of the resources that go along with an airplane. So I really like the idea of drone transport for both humans and parcels and packages over the long term. I think it has great advantages. Number 2 is that I think drones have multiple use cases. So not only transporting products and people, but also what you can do with them. You can attach tree seedlings to them, you can use them for surveillance, you can use them for monitoring your crops, you can use them for monitoring a pipeline, a variety of different things. So the use cases behind drones is absolutely amazing. And number 3 is that the technology is enabling more possibilities. With longer range and more payload, the technology is rapidly evolving, and as of right now, they don't compete with air transportation or even last mile delivery. But 5, 10, 15 years from now, as the technology evolves, it definitely will. And you're gonna wanna be on the right side of this technology. Now, let's take a look at the 3 companies I am in. The first one is Draganfly. These guys are actually based out of Saskatchewan, so really cool. And they're up over 300% in the most recent month. And when you look at this volume, you can see a drastic increase in volume compared to basically the last year and a half here. So absolutely phenomenal, pretty clear to see. It had some support here around 50 cents, fell to 40 cents, and now it has skyrocketed up to $1.29 when I took this photo. I'm currently in it around like 80 cents it looks like, and we're doing extremely well on it. So this one is really nice because I had a lot of reservations as to whether or not they were going to be able to break through these all-time high that were established back in early 2020. However, they have done extremely well, and I do expect this stock price to even continue. Now, AgEagle, this is another company I just got into recently. I've only been into it for like 4 days right now. I bought in on the dip here, and I bought in on almost the best day possible, right on this little dip here. I got in right at the low. I'm riding it all the way up to $7.91 right now. We'll see where it closes out today. Hopefully we can break through this $9 point in the next few days here, but I really like both of these companies as of right now, and it's pushing through the 2-year highs. Now, both of these companies I only bought into about 3 or 4 days ago, and I did post it into my Discord chat, which is really cool. I posted it on January 5th that I got out of Cybin for a small profit, and I took small positions in Draganfly as well as AgEagle because I think drones will be big in 2021, and so far drones have performed excellently in 2021. I know it's only been about a week, but they have done extremely well. And so if you guys are interested in seeing more of my trades like this and more of my analysis and how I feel kind of behind the scenes more than these YouTube videos, then definitely consider signing up for my Discord chat. That is where I'm posting my analysis and my charts and some of my trades. And so if you're interested in that, I'm trying to build a community of traders where we all share our technical analysis, we share our research, and we share our trade ideas so that everybody can benefit. And if you're interested in joining, it's $5 per month, and I would love to have you there. There's a link down in the description if you'd like to join. Now, my last position is Drone Delivery Canada, and I really like these companies. I'm in at 65 cents. I got in right around here, right before the breakout. It ran up to a high of $1.10, and then it came back down here to around 80 cents. And I said last week in my watch list video that it had established some support here, and this week was an absolutely tremendous week as it ran from 80 cents to a high of almost 93 cents, it looks like, settling out at 91 here to close the week. So doing extremely well on Drone Delivery Canada. If you could have bought in on that dip and found that support there, you would have done really well, and I even pointed it out to you in my weekly watch list video. Here's that clip. However, I do think there's a little bit of support at 80 cents, and if we start to see a bounce through this trend line and a little bit of a clear bounce off of 80 cents, I think there's some value in Drone Delivery Canada, and I personally think drones are going to be massive in 2021 and 2022. I think all of the drone companies are going to do extremely well. Now, if you are interested in learning how to analyze the charts and read the finances like this, then definitely consider signing up for my stock market course. You get a 2-week free trial when you use the link down in the description below, and it is hosted on Skillshare, and it's about $20 per month afterwards. But if you can do the 9-hour course in under 2 weeks, you get the entire thing for free. There's over 1,200 students that have already done that exact thing. There's 70+ reviews for you to read, and I promise you it will be the best free resource that you can find online. Definitely check it out if you're interested. Now, the next company that I am considering investing in, if I decide to put more money into the drones and diversify further, the next company will more than likely be EHang. I really like these guys. I do think that at some point in the future, the ability to transport people by drones is definitely going to be there. It's just going to be a build on of helicopter infrastructure, and I do think it's an opportunity, and I think these guys are probably at the forefront of that game. I think Drone Delivery Canada is probably a little close behind them, but definitely not there, not going after that market yet. But the idea of transporting a large payload autonomously and using drones to do it is definitely something that both these companies are working on. So I'm really excited about that idea and that concept, and I think EHang is well positioned. They have, I believe, already run some test flights in Asia, so I'm really excited about that company. And if you're looking for diversity and you already own the other 3 that I own, this is probably going to be my next choice. Now, in summary, I think drones are going to be big in 2021. I said this in my year-end video. I still believe it, and I think this is just the beginning. I do not think it's too late. So if you haven't bought into any of these companies yet, I don't think it's too late. I think it would be great to put in a small position, set a stop loss, so if you're wrong or I'm wrong, then you don't lose a ton of money, and that way you can capitalize on all of the upside, you can protect your downside, and you can get some exposure to this industry that I think is only going to take off over the next few years. Now, if you're interested in more cheesy jokes like that and you got anything out of this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. I will see you guys tomorrow for the weekly watch list video. Good luck trading, good luck investing. See you soon.